This is the Voice of the Worker, bringing you the news for May 19th, 2025. This news is current as of 1200 Pacific Daylight Time, 1500 Eastern Daylight Time, 2000 British Summer Time, 2200 Moscow Standard Time, 0300 China Standard Time, and 0400 Japan Standard Time. Earlier today, United States President Donald Trump held a 2-hour telephone call with his Russian counterpart, President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. In a post made by Trump on Truth Social regarding the talks, he stated, quote, "Russia and Ukraine will immediately start negotiations toward a ceasefire, and more important, an end to the war. The conditions for that will be negotiated between the two parties, as it can only be because they know the details of a negotiation that nobody else would be aware of." In comments to RT News following the phone call, President Putin stated that the conversation was productive and that the two nations are in agreement that they would like to see a peaceful resolution to the special military operation. Putin also ensured to reiterate the fact that negotiations for a long-term resolution to the conflict must address what Putin has continued to refer to as the root causes of the conflict. At the time of this broadcast, no next steps or future meetings have been announced. Turning our attention to the occupation of Palestine, Israeli leader Benjamin Netanyahu has announced plans to seize control of the entirety of Gaza as part of a new military operation in the country, which we addressed yesterday. According to the statement made by Netanyahu, quote, "The war and victory plan includes tremendous military pressure, our massive entry to actually take all of Gaza," end quote. In the last 72 hours, Gaza health officials have announced that over 300 people, including children, have been killed by Israeli military actions in the enclave. This all comes as White House envoy Steve Witkoff has presented both Israeli and Palestinian leaders with a new ceasefire proposal. The aforementioned proposal includes a 45 to 60-day ceasefire in exchange for the release of 10 Israeli prisoners and an unspecified number of Palestinian prisoners. Representatives from both sides of the conflict are currently in Qatar attempting to negotiate. However, the Israeli state is continuing to be difficult, reaffirming the idea that they are unconcerned with the prospect of peace as they continue to stand by the concept that the war will not end without the eradication of Hamas as both a political and military entity. This will conclude today's broadcast. As we leave, we invite you to listen to the English-language version of the Polish communist song Warszawianka, revolutionary greetings from the Voice of the Worker.
Whirlwinds of danger are racing